Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Wargroove. Yes, we are back. There was no episode yesterday due to technical difficulties, but we're back on track here, and a patch came out this morning, so I am eager to look at some of the cool features of that, which we will do in this mission. Deep in the Lost Leagues, Emmerich decides strange times call for strange magic. Isn't all magic strange? Is there magic that isn't strange? Is that a thing?
My queen.
I need to request something of you. Request something? Oh, go ahead. These marshlands have an unusual property. A property we may be able to take advantage of. The barrier between the world of the dead and the world of the living is particularly thin here. Oh, I like where this is going. If I invoke certain kinds of magic, it may allow me to speak with those who have passed. As such, I am asking you, both as my queen and as his daughter, if I may attempt to reach King Merciful. Oh, okay, I can see why this is uncomfortable.
Father.
Could I talk to him too? I'm afraid that would be impossible. Only the one who casts the spell is able to see and speak with the spirits.
I'm sorry.
I understand. You talk to him for the both of us, and let him know how much I miss him.
Thank you.
Please stay in the camp, even if you hear the sounds of combat. This is necromantic magic, and it will draw the undead to
What?
me. Oh, okay, maybe tell me that first next time. Wait, why should I stay in the camp if it's drawing the undead to you? I love fighting the undead. I would like hanging out with them and being friends more, but, you know, just being around undead's a good time. You can begin the spell using the surface of that pool ahead. Once I start, the undead will sense our presence. They'll be drawn towards the magic. So we must stay alert. Okay, commune with Merciful's ghost. I can do that. Probably I can do that. We'll just hang out here by this pool and commune. I will begin casting the spell. I don't know if that line of dialogue was necessary. Your Highness!
Emmerich!
I'm so glad I've reached you. I wish I had an echo effect to put on for you guys. I don't quite have that Bear Taffy level of equipment set up yet. And I, Emmerich, listen, we don't have much time. You're all in grave danger.
It isn't safe.
I know, the Felheim hordes. It's more than the hordes, Emmerich. There's rattly noises. The undead are approaching. I don't know why the king's ghost sounds like a person in an old radio serial. It's just made sense to me. Okay, well that's kind of a lot of undead, but at least they're weaker ones. This magic is so unstable. The undead presence has disrupted my link with Merciful. King's spirit is still close by. We must fight our way through and attempt to reach him once more. Okay, I can do that. Now we are, we don't have any money. Or we don't have any income, rather. We have money, so we can do heals with the alchemist, but we actually have to be pretty careful here. So, let's have a quick look, like I said. Oh my god, look at that. It's so good! So first of all, representing the units by their symbol rather than by the art particular enemies have when they are that unit is such a big improvement. And then the fact that you can mouse over it and just see the values without having to flip to another page. This is basically like all of the complaints I had about the UI completely solved right here. This is so good. Oh, thank you very much, Chucklefish. What good work you have done. So we can get a good crit off here. It's not quite lethal, but it's very close. I should probably do it on this guy, right? Yeah, the Spearman's a little tougher. Let's use our powerful units on him. And then I think this swordsman is, oh, look at how fast the animation skip is. So I can keep the animations on, but still be able to skip them when I want to skip them. Because sometimes I like to watch them. I want them sometimes. Yeah, this is awkward. This guy is not going to be able to attack us. Okay, so this is the only actual concern. The question is, do I want to trade 24% of this guy's health? I mean, he's going to get messed up real bad by this, right? Because I'll take 24% now, and then he'll hit me first next time. I kind of want to just have the swordsman back off and have the alchemists handle this themselves. The swordsman can just hang out by the Lord. trying to be efficient with our health here, because that very expensive alchemist heal always heals for 20% no matter whose 20% it is, right? And 20% of an alchemist's health is worth way more to us than 20% of a swordsman. Yeah, wow, that skips really quickly now. That's really nice. This was a really good time to start playing this game, it turns out. Okay, so... Actually, there is one more thing I wish. And that is that we had some representation of the crit factor. It's possible that the crit is always adding a certain percentage of damage, but like, I would like to be able to look at that and see how much damage will I do if I crit this swordsman, so that I know whether it's worth moving our hero over here and not attacking, having the swordsman do the work instead. You know, it's a pretty minor thing, but it's something I would like. I guess we should do this because we just want to get this guy back over into the fight. I can't quite make it to cover. That's a shame. If I hit heal here... Oh wait, does it heal... Does it heal all adjacent units? Able to heal allied targets by 20%. I just kind of assumed it was a single target point and heal. But if I do it right here, I'm actually going to heal multiple things? Because if that's the case, we should probably hold off even more, right? Yeah, let's take it easy here. So let's do this. Shoot these skeletons with our sweet lightning rocks. How does magic work? I don't actually know. Yeah, alright, we'll just do it this way. They are nowhere near being able to attack us. We just want to run as far forward as possible here. I am not going to heal yet. I'm going to try to be as efficient with my heal as possible. I don't want to run in front of... Yeah, let's just hang out right there. Okay. That ranger is the only thing that's like even moderately dangerous. So we just straight up drop this guy. The spearman will have enough move to come up here and hit me, but whatever. I'm not afraid of him. So we completely... No, we did not completely resist all the damage. I'm debating whether this is good enough. Do I want to heal now? I probably shouldn't have put this guy so far forward. Let's see, I definitely want to run you down to here. Thinking about putting the alchemist right here just to make it more awkward for the enemy to hit the swordsman. It's going to mean the alchemist is going to take a little bit more damage. This is okay. Well, they are vulnerable to spears, aren't they? Yeah, actually, that's really bad. What was I thinking? I forgot they were vulnerable to spears. I didn't look at the whole damage matrix. Even though it's now easier to do that. Okay, so like 60%. So the relationship here is not totally trivial. It looks like on these guys, the crit is 25% extra damage. Like, it increases their damage by a quarter. Not 25% of the enemy's life in extra damage. And move... Yeah, I guess let's just be rid of this dude. So you will not be able to move into this position. Yeah, so at the moment we're all perfectly safe. Sorry, not perfectly safe. This swordsman could attack us. Yeah, losing that alchemist early is pretty bad, huh? I may have to redo this level. It's possible. Yep, this is absolutely acceptable. We're just gonna have to throw some heals, so this would be a good time for our other units to get into some trouble. Boy, that was remarkably close to a kill. I do not think this is a good time to Wargroove. How do I want to array my units to get healed most efficiently here? We definitely need to have our Lord attack this guy. That's going to leave us in a position, like if I move this guy out of the way and move over to here and attack, that'll let my swordsman crit their swordsman. But it won't leave me any way of healing my damaged unit after the fact. Okay. I guess my plan is for the alchemist to end up here. So we'll move you to there. Move you to here. Okay, this does not actually damage our swordsman because our swordsman does enough damage. And then you move to here and cast your heal. That's a little bit better than I thought it was. I didn't realize it was an area thing. Okay, this is just going to kill him. Alright guys, that feels like a little bit of overkill. You're kind of just picking on him. So is there a cooldown on the heal, or could I just like do it again right now? Okay, interesting. Probably don't want to just do it again right now. Yeah, we probably want to attack first at the very least.
Lightning blast!
So you attack here. You move to there. Then you throw one more heal out. Okay, we're in like alright shape now. Me only having one alchemist sucks. Alright, so this guy's gonna try to be tricky and stay out of range of our swordsman. How much damage will I do to an archer? 70%? Alright, I mean that's gotta be the priority, right? Trying to keep the swords, who are much faster than the archer, up at the front. We gotta be very careful about the alchemist's health. I think we're just good here. Okay, so he just gave it up. It's like, you know what, this isn't gonna work. I'll just hurl myself at him.
I have a spell for this.
Well, it's definitely not ideal.
Emmerich!
Emmerich, where are you? There's more, I must say. I'm trying, man. Also, I've moved pretty close to full speed. He's a very impatient ghost. What's he getting so upset about? He's got all of eternity to wait for us. See, this is where this game would maybe benefit from having a you are now outside of turns mode. You can just walk around kind of thing. There's a reason that a lot of games had that idea all at the same time, and it's because it solves a problem that these games actually do have. At least the animations are fast. One thing that would help is just like, if there was an sort of an out of battle mode that just let you select and give orders to units before the previous unit's animations had finished, even that would just speed things up a little bit. I know, I'm working on it. Next turn, apparently. We're not quite going to be able to do it this turn. Alright, finally. You made it! Listen! What's happening now was begun aeons ago, before Felheim, before Cherrystone. A great war between nations long forgotten.
Merciful.
You must listen!
More undead! That's... okay. Kind of sort of an 80s action movie guy rather than... Listen, the voice, it's hard to keep all the voices straight. That's a lot of units. That's too many units. Also, flying dude is a real problem. You know, considering. I don't actually have camera control right now. There we go, okay. That was weird. There's a weird delay on that. Well, that really sucks. That this guy gets to spawn right here. I guess we'll just all wait for him to creep forward. We don't actually want to be in attack range. Okay. Yeah, that flyer is a real issue. Well... Well, that really sucks, is what... Hold on, what do you have for range? You're not going to be able to move almost at all. We have to get advantageous attacks, right? I can't really move forward. Move him up to here. Not actually in anybody's range. That gives him the ability to run up on dudes. Oh, they have their alchemist. Okay, so I need to stand here to prevent him from being able to take up the defensive position and crit us. You can still run in, but it's going to be a little bit more beneficial. Oh, man. Still bad. Yeah, still quite bad. Man, we're going to have to sit through an awful lot of walking again after I fail to finish this. Well... We don't really have units that are good at fighting the alchemist.
This should do the trick.
There's a lot of damage. Yeah, in fact, everybody's hilariously bad at fighting the alchemist. You do a crit from here and still, like, your damage is still horrible. You know what, I'm just gonna restart. I think... resign? No, I want to just restart it. I guess resign? I think that losing that alchemist early on is gonna make it impossible.
I have a spit.
I will just click through here. Alright. Yeah, especially if they're gonna have alchemists, that's a lot of hit points and damage potential to work through. So we have to be super careful with the enemy spearmen. And it really sucks that this guy started here instead of like one space closer. So we just have to outrange. I can't hit the guys to the south. It feels like it's a really good idea to do a ton of damage to this dude. But it really does hang the one alchemist out to dry. Well, whatever. We have to get damage on the spears. They are too dangerous. And then we just kind of flood the high defense spaces. Don't really get a lot of options on that one. I mean, if we're going to move here, we should attack. Okay, so they're just going to hurl themselves at the alchemist. Couldn't really have worked out better for us. Actually, hold on. Can anybody else move into that space? No. I guess we just do this. We took exactly the expected 3 damage. And I think I want to hold off, right? I don't want to spend any points healing yet. Spend any money healing yet. Alright, we can just afford to hang out here in a big cross, yeah. So the non-injured alchemist getting injured is actually just like free HP lost because we were going to have to throw a heal at some point anyway. It's most efficient if everybody has a bit of damage on them. Alright, so this is the part where we have to be careful.
This should do the trick.
I cannot leave my dudes in a place where the spearmen get the first shot. So we do 80% on attack, they do 70% on attack. Yeah, we just have to be smart is all. So we do not want to run anybody further forward than next to the hero. Yeah, that guy's nowhere near being able to get to us. Okay, this is a reasonable formation. One thing I wasn't really thinking about prior, although I am now, obviously, is that his Wargroove causes the area... It causes a bunch of tiles to gain defense bonuses, right? Is it 3 points? Provides a defensive bonus. I wish it would say... Yeah, alchemists within its range will have their crits activated. That's what I was wondering. If it was enough to cause the alchemist to auto-crit. So that's pretty handy. I'm gonna do this.
I have a spell for this.
Oh, hey, didn't I tell you to move? Well, whatever. This also gets us a crit. A little bit of damage onto the healthy guy in exchange for a big hit on them that allows me to finish them off now. And now, if we set our units up in the right formation, we've got ourselves a pretty solid heal. So I'm going to throw the alchemist in front of this. This is maybe letting this alchemist take a little bit too much damage, but I don't want their swordsman to hit my swordsman. We're not getting a good, efficient trade on our health there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a huge amount of damage. Like a really huge amount of damage. What on earth? Well, go and almost knock that guy out.
Lightning blast!
The guy underestimated the amount of damage that swords do to alchemists. Alright, mage, codex. No, this is what I want. I want sword. That's 60%. Alright, well, it's not a big deal. We just have him move down here to safety. I guess this doesn't make any sense. Let's do it this way. You come up here and attack. You get a very efficient heal. And then, I guess it doesn't really matter what I do with you. I'm not exposing anybody new. I guess I put that guy in a lower defense tile. Losing one of the swordsmen doesn't feel like it matters very much. Yeah, I put him in a lower defense tile than that guy was currently standing in. I was just thinking, like, we already have a swordsman exposed to him if he wants to attack. He already has that attack available, but not great. And my Wargroove brain is not on today. That's alright, everybody has those days, you know? So, just as last time, we want to just put people right outside of this guy's range. I'm going to wait to throw another heal until we have until we have damage on everybody else so that we can get another nice, efficient heal out of it. Right, I appreciate you throwing yourself on the mercy of our team. Real, this part kind of sucks. I know, I'm coming. It's weird that he's programmed to shout at you on a turn when you can't possibly have gotten to him. Because what did we didn't move forward one time, maybe 2 times there? Hey everybody, just kind of move forward in formation. Yeah, I'm not very pleased still about them having an alchemist. Like, them having an alchemist and a flyer on this next wave makes it very difficult to win with the crew you're given here. Alright, so we know that an archer is going to spawn in there. If we're within 3 tiles of him when he spawns in, he just gets to kill people for free if he wants to. I guess be here. Also, it really sucks that Emmerich has to spend his action on a turn to spawn the next group of enemies, so he's not available right away. But we do get to attack with an alchemist crit instantly here, which definitely helps. And how much? Okay, there's 2 points of movement here and 3 points there. Don't you have 5 move? No, 4 move. Well, that's crappy. Yeah, I guess get over here. And you just stay put? I'm pushing a little bit with trying to get the most efficient heal possible. But, like, we know our alchemist is going to get hit here. Okay, that was not too bad. Again, you know how I love efficiency. They have another alchemist coming in from up there. Yep, that sucks. So we're very close to being able to advance on this archer. I guess we have to do this. This is the way we're going to get this alchemist down.
Do the trick.
Unfortunately, nobody can actually finish the job, and this thing is fast as hell. So we could just line people up nearby. Like, the version of this where I get to heal everybody ends up with this guy standing here, which is obviously not... That's not going to work for me. Let's have you move there. Maybe I just take an inefficient heal because we need some heal. Yeah, like, I don't need to heal Emmerich necessarily. But it's starting to get to be the case that I'm going to need maybe both of my alchemists available to fight. Okay, this is not going to work for them at all. I think we're just going to run away from the archer. We'll engage with him on open ground in a minute, but we should try to deal with the flyer. So, I don't want to come too close. And in fact, maybe the best play is we just back up enough not to be in the skeleton's range on this turn. I'm not going to heal again yet. Yeah, this flyer is going to be a huge pain in the ass, no matter how we do this. I think the way we want to do this is by having Emmerich be the only thing in its range. It's going to hit hard, but there's nothing we can do to stop that from being true. We can make it hit the unit it's going to do the smallest amount of damage to first. So you're safe running back to here. You're safe falling back to here. And if it exposes itself to fight Emmerich, then the high health alchemist has the shot on it. Yeah, and this is not going to be it's not a huge amount of health. Only 81%, really. Okay. Well, I think this is what we want to do. Because I'm injured. Then we have this alchemist run up and hit this guy for the crit. Nope, Spearman will be able to kill me. Okay, we have this guy run up. Ugh. My hope here was have an alchemist run up, crit the skeleton to death, and then have the swordsman run up and hit the archer. But doing that, I think that puts us in a pretty precarious position. I think actually I'll be able to move to here with the alchemist. But that'll still mean that the... Yeah, that's bad. Alright, well, I need to do this. You have to die. That has to happen. We may just have to accept a crit from that archer. I really wish that we had enough movement to get into this space. Because if we did, then I could just stand here and throw a heal and probably be okay. Archer's going to do 80% if he gets to hit me. I think it has to be just that we let the hero get hit and everybody else stays back. You can creep one space forward. Yeah, this is okay. So the archer can get the shot off still, but he can't... Okay. The archer could have gotten a shot off, but they made some weird bad plays there, which I really appreciate. So... I have the hero move to here. Not actually in danger from the archer, or from the dude. No, I totally am. Shoot. Well, we can definitely take care of the spear. I do 80% damage to him? Yeah. So we just attack him on the open road, that's fine. But that is the only way I can attack him. I need this tile to be available. So maybe the hero just steps out of the way. Alchemist the spear. Then swordsman attacks the archer. So if we do, like, this move, we don't even have to have the alchemist attack the archer. Although, yeah, we do want to do it that way. Right? That's... Or the spearman. Yeah. I'm just going to throw out an Elder Shield, because it takes forever for these to generate. Or, I mean, it takes forever for these to run out, and it doesn't take them very long to generate. And we have you move up here and attack. You move up here and attack. And then this is a pretty good heal. And their alchemist can hit the stone, but he can't do anything else. I don't think we've actually seen the stones get attacked before. Okay, they don't take a lot of damage. Alright, I'm feeling, like, pretty in control. He's not even going to be able to make it to the trees. Sorry, I don't have a crit. Or I don't have a kill with the crit. And I think I'm going to not cast a heal. $1,500 gold left. How much mission do I think we have remaining? There's probably another group of monsters that spawn after this, and then we talk to him in that pool, I'm guessing, and that ends it. So we, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I think we're gonna have enough money to be able to throw a not totally ideal heal right now. Just get Emmerich back up to fighting shape. Yeah, this crystal is pretty powerful. The The thing that really concerns me is that we're probably talking about a harder group than that for the third push, right? I'm gonna heal one more time. Let's get these guys back to pretty much full. What are you at? 95? Yeah, that feels pretty hard. We have 3 heals left, which hopefully will be enough.
You must listen.
What I have to say is of the utmost importance. Mercia must know what lies ahead. I'm on it, man. Running as fast as I can. The road's wet. What do you want me to slip? This is the biggest problem with the king. He's never a big fan of the OSHA guidelines. We're not going to get it next turn either. We're going to have to do another turn of running. These are very poorly spaced flags. I don't know who laid these out. Alright, I do not know exactly where we want to be on this. You were speaking of a war? It was called the Great Dissidence. It was a monstrous, bloody struggle. So many died that there wasn't land enough to bury them. After a decade of conflict, a nation called Cacophony, acting in despair and desperation, sought to end the bloodshed once and for all. Man, despair and desperation? They brought something into the world. Something they couldn't control. Something evil. Not the Fell Gauntlet.
No.
A weapon of far greater power. Its name was Requiem. Well, there's a lot of, like, real generic JRPG writing going on here. And we called the land Cacophony, because I'm trying to express that it's a bad thing. Why would anybody name their country Cacophony? That's a great question. Doesn't seem like the sort of thing that would happen. So, we gotta get the drop on these guys. I mean, we're going to be able to next turn, right? So you run over to here. We want the hero to be the one... We want Emmerich to be the one to deal with the alchemist, ideally. But a swordsman can do pretty good work against an alchemist as well. Yeah, maybe this is the move. I mean, you guys have nothing. But that flyer is going to be on us next turn, huh? Okay, this is actually kind of dangerous. Let's see, maybe you just run away? Yeah, I kind of think he just runs away. Our hero's not... Yeah, Emmerich's not in any danger just standing here, and I like this better than moving up there because I don't want him to have to run so far to get back to the action. Let's just knock this guy out real quick. One problem solved. Yeah, this is not ideal. I don't have the movement I need to feel safe here. But the thing is, we have to resolve this turn, or we have to do most of the damage to these guys this turn because the flyer's coming. So I guess I have you run in, hit this guy just really hard. And I wish I had one more point of movement. Yeah. One more point of movement would let me move to here. Well, I guess I'm just gonna do this. We gotta hit him first. Pretty bad, though. And then this guy just flees. Huh. We were not, He sure didn't have that movement range projected on the map. I guess it was just because our guy was right in front of him. so the alchemist... It has to be the healthy alchemist who hits this guy this turn in order for me to actually get the kill. Then you need to go somewhere. So Emmerich's not going to be able to get to a position of anything approaching safety. I could just run to the north. The only thing that would be able to chase me is the flyer. Maybe that's not bad. Like, we move this guy to here, throw out a heal because I need the heal real badly. Then this dude's at full and can attack the flyer if it comes up to chase. And this still puts him in a nice high defense area. Not able to be attacked by too many other things. This is a little awkward though, because we're not going to be able to heal the soldier. I put the soldier right here, throw the heal from this space. Then their alchemist moves forward to here to kill him, leaving us in a position where we can run forward and get a crit, and he won't be able to. He won't have the defenses he needs to fight back. But the flyer could also just choose to go this way. No, I have to throw the heal from here, and the infantry guy just doesn't get it. Actually, I can throw the heal from tiles that I'm not in. Hold on. This is just a worse tile, though. Like, I could throw it from here to there, healing all of these. And that's not going to matter. This guy's going to get the kill, right? He's going to do 90%. So this guy's just dead. There's no... He's dead or he leaves entirely. He has to completely run away. And I think it's better for us to let him die to eat an attack from this alchemist. Yeah, this is just crappy. That's all. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. You move to here to get that guy to stop in the open. Okay, well, that's certainly an option that he has. I wasn't predicting that. I think we have a kill, right? Was this... Yeah, this is still totally lethal. I guess this gets me killed by the spear afterward. And the hero can't really do a lot about that. Like, we have to deal with the flyer. And once the flyer and the other alchemist are out, Emmerich can probably handle most of this by himself. Yeah, we have to do this. And as much as I would love to just throw a heal, we have to try to finish off this guy, or at least do as much damage to him as we can, while he's standing here in the open and we have a crit. Ah, that's a shame. We could have gotten lucky and gotten the kill there. So... It has been our experience so far that offering up the hero gets people to attack the hero. Let's try to work that experience. We'll throw down an Elder Shield, just sort of in the middle of the room.
Defend us!
Because if we can get this spearman to attack us instead, that would be really, really good. No, he wants the kill. Is it a kill, or is it just going to be very close? Okay. That's pretty good for us. Yeah, at this point, Emmerich can probably clean up almost all of the mission. Just a real waste of your time there, man. Alright, so how do we want to do this? I wish Emmerich could get a little closer. Well... So this is a crit. Oh, you know what? It's not a crit. Because this is a -2 defense tile, normally. So I have to move around to, like, here to get a crit. So that being the case... am I best off just throwing a heal right now? Yeah, like, this guy's probably dead, but he can do a lot of damage on the way out. Emmerich runs down and softens up the skeleton, and now it's basically Emmerich and a close to full health alchemist against not a whole lot of enemy units left. That was a lot more damage than it should have been, though. Come on, please don't kill him. Oh, he lives! So yeah, now they have to spend another attack on him, which is actually really good for us. Although I suppose this guy's turn was going to be kind of irrelevant anyway. Okay, the only thing that's even moderately dangerous that remains is that archer. So I have more points of movement than the skeleton does. But I'm not actually going to be able to get away from him because of the weird way that move. Oh no, I can get out to here. Get out to here, that's probably better. I do not have lethal. And if I don't attack, let's see, he's going to do 6%-ish to me. I'm going to drop him to like 9. But if I run out onto the road, the skeleton can chase me because he's got the clear path. So if I walk out to here, I just die. I mean, I don't think I have a version of this where the alchemist doesn't die this turn, I guess. That is a shame. Well, let's try. May as well cast my last heal. Yep, so the skeleton chases us out into the open water. These two guys are just going to throw their lives away to Emmerich, and then Emmerich's going to trivially kill the swordsman. And then it's just a matter of dealing with that archer in a relatively safe way. Oh, okay. Well, apparently they're going to make it really easy for me to deal with that archer in a relatively safe way. And I mean, obviously, hero versus spearman is not a real fight. Okay. Hopefully that was the last of them. I mean, we're right at the edge of the map. It would be helpful to me if it would not move the camera around like that. It doesn't need to center the camera on Emmerich to start my turn. It could just stay where I put it. That would be okay. I don't know, man. Let's throw down an Elder Shield.
This should protect us.
Or leave a shiny crystal up in these mountains. This is my effort to beautify the landscape as I move through. Alright, what do we have here? The weapon?
Yes.
Requiem's creators sought to wield it just like any other weapon. Requiem, however, had its own ideas. Its creators realized their folly too late. They sought to destroy it, but its power had become much greater than their own. However, with a back-breaking effort, they did finally manage to banish it. But a high price was exacted. A sacrifice, made to seal away the darkness. Even so, Requiem was not weakened, merely contained, anchored to the soul of the Princess of Cacophony. This statue I made. It still sleeps, shackled, inside the dragon's cradle. And now Felheim seeks this Requiem.
Emmerich.
Oh. His reception's getting bad. Somebody better adjust the antenna.
Merciful!
Tell Mercia.
Well, I mean, you know what he meant. Okay, that was a little closer to a failure than I would have liked. We got there eventually. Requiem. Most troubling. I need to return to camp and inform Mercia of this. I miss him so much.
My queen.
He loves you, Mercia. I think that's what he was trying to tell me. He might have been trying to tell me about his love for cake. He would often say that he loved cake. This Requiem. What are we going to do about it? Dad, he wouldn't have brought it up unless it was important. But right now, we have to focus on getting to heaven.
I agree.
I quite agree, Your Majesty.
Yeah.
And let's gather everybody. We'll leave first thing tomorrow. I mean, it's still daylight. We could just leave now. No, okay. Never mind. She's the queen. She knows best. Huh. You know, I will accept that I did not do a great job on that mission. Maybe it's not just turns, because we couldn't have gone too much faster. I don't think. There's just like a lot of units to get through. Okay, we've unlocked Cacophony in the Codex and Emmerich in the arcade. We're 50 minutes into the episode. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do one more. They've taken everything the Lost Leagues had to throw at them, except this final foe, the High Vampire of the West. Alright, I'm into it. Let's fight a vampire. Vampire! Mercia, stay back! So much drama just for me. I'm flattered.
Who are you?
I am Sigrid, High Vampire of the West.
Queen Mercia?
And you, Queen Mercia, are about to meet your maker. Back off, you old bat! Nuru, I've heard of her. Yeah, everybody's dangerous. Let's just kill her with a sword real fast and move on. Queen is right. We must leave. Now.
How foolish.
It does kind of seem like she set up west of us. We're traveling east, right? Can we just keep going east? Must I pursue you to the ends of the earth? Why limit yourself? Why not drop off the face of the planet? Uh-oh. Nuru might be a flat earther. Nuru!
This is my fight!
Yeah, Nuru, please don't be rude to our opponents. It's okay, Mercy. I've got this. You and Emmerich get to safety while I hold this bloodsucker off. Thank you, Nuru. Okay, yeah, this seems doable. So wait a minute, we have 2 bases. Oh, and maybe we're not in control of these units. Mercia, make for the East Road. I'll keep the way clear. Okay, I'm coming. So, are we actually playing all the forces here? Do I have control of these guys? Oh yeah, I totally do. Okay, so we have a new unit available, an air-to-air unit. Critical hit when target is not adjacent to its own allied witch. Hex deals 10% damage to all unit types. Okay, we're gonna have to fiddle with that thing a little bit. So, how expensive is that? Those are 800, and leaf wings are 600. And most enemies cannot fight back against a leaf wing. We do have to be careful of enemy archers. Alright. So, unfortunately, this is this water traversable? No, it is not. Okay, so we're going to have to go through some skeletons here. Well, I don't think this first move is very complicated. I have to be careful not to get myself hit. We can afford to do this. Let's just stick to the road for the moment. Yeah, this spot's safe. Okay. So I definitely need to go and capture some more buildings. Leafwings, I'm assuming that the flyers cannot capture, right? Yeah. So we just need to go and hack at their, Okay, they're vulnerable to dragons. That's not really... That's not really super relevant to my thing. How much damage does one of these do to a catapult? 60. Okay, that's pretty good still. So yeah, all we have to do is be a little wary of the archers. so we don't have a normal barracks yet. We can only hire flying units for the moment. There is a barracks down here, though. I'm kind of curious about swoopers. What are we pulling in per turn? That's providing us with 0 money. No, income 100. Okay, I don't know what the 0 there means. But so we have 400 coming in. I guess let's just buy another Leaf Wing right now. We won't be able to buy anything next turn no matter what, and then we can buy a Swooper the turn after. Let's go ahead and take care of these moves because they're very straightforward. Okay, so we're not quite going to be able to make it to the barracks next turn, but we're close. And we can get ourselves another tower over here as well. So this guy can actually shoot almost any tile, like right up to where we are. We're safe to move up to here. I guess we're just going to take it really slow for the moment. I gotta be careful not to accidentally step into range. Like, if this thing moves over to the coast, we're gonna have to be a little bit more wary. Right, I don't want to move forward any further than this. I guess we can move this guy to here. That's safe for right now. Yeah. We can have you try to come up through the mountains. I can't move forward. And I want to be able to run across the open ground. Yeah, I'll just wait here for now. Kind of hoping that Archer's going to make a foolish mistake. Okay, so they have free units spawning in around the edges of the map, which I do not like. Let's see, this guy's got a pretty limited ability to move in on us over here, thanks to the mountains. So let's approach him from that angle. And this turn, we're going to hire ourselves a swooper. I see you've recruited a swooper. Time to do some magic. The swooper is an extremely fast air-to-air unit, and its hex ability reduces all surrounding enemies' health by 10%. Don't worry, old man. I've done my homework. So yeah, I'm curious about how the hex actually works. We're gonna play with it a little bit. Alright, we're gonna have to give somebody to the archer. I guess I don't really... we can move people... Do archers do bonus? Yeah, they do a ton of damage to mages. Okay. So we can move people to the just outside the edge of the attack range of the spearmen. Make the archer have to come forward and get a non-critical attack. And they didn't move their trebuchet at all, which feels like a little bit of an error to me.
How foolish.
Fleeing is pointless. You're simply delaying the inevitable. Okay, yeah, that is totally fine. Oh, they have a bunch of flyers coming in from behind us. Wow, they're really, really pushing here. Okay, well, we have a nice easy kill on this. How much damage am I expected to do to a spear? 50% without a crit. We can set up a pretty easy dog crit on that spearman. Mercia can't quite get in here, like... Yeah, let's go to here and wait. We can soften these guys up. This is not going to be a totally painless hit, but... we can soften these guys up. We can get ourselves clear of... the damage potential of the flyers, at least for the moment. And then, like, I might just throw a heal. Right here, I'm thinking. We have lots of income to play with. Now that I understand how the heal works, I certainly like it better. Okay, so... let us begin clearing the way. I guess you can make the leaves pretty sharp. Still not 100% clear on how that works. Alright, no sense in doing anything other than advancing at maximum speed now that the archer's weakened. And you are going to grab us... I think I'd rather have the tower this turn. We'll get ourselves a flyer, a normal flyer from, well... You know what? I'm not really sure what the right move is. Okay, so Hex costs 300. It's basically just like reverse heal. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Like, do we want to buy another Leaf Wing? Or would I rather wait and purchase one down here? I think we'd just buy one more right now. Okay, yeah, these horribly wounded units. This one... Okay, alright, that turned out alright for us. That was probably a good heal, if it keeps the dog alive. That's very annoying. Wow, that's a lot of units that just suddenly spawned there. I gotta say, the infinite off-screen reinforcements is definitely my least favorite mechanic so far. So we don't need to be too careful just yet. You know, I'm gonna just throw another heal here. I want to top the alchemist and the other dog off. Do I want to heal? I don't want to heal again just for the one dog, though. Alright, so you definitely get rid of him. They have an alchemist over there, but only an alchemist. So I kind of think I want to fly one of these two off. We'll have one of these guys attack this trebuchet, probably from above it, so that we're closer to this area. But I'm going to have this unit fly over this way. We're going to try to get rid of that other trebuchet as quickly as possible. You need to get down here, where the flying enemies are going to be. Honestly, I think at this moment I value more income more than I value the ability to hire ground units. Yeah, okay. And then this dog, I don't know, sit in the middle. Yeah, it was definitely better to hire up here. Alright. This might turn out to be a little bit of a slog. I might be regretting that I started this so late in the episode. We'll see. I think that flyer moved close enough for me to hit it with the alchemist. Oh no, it was very careful not to do that, in fact. Shoot. Well, yeah, that sucks. Okay, so I need to get this unit... Here, let's move around and attack this guy from this side. Because that opens up the space that it was flying in for you. I think I'm going to have this unit come over here and try to harass their approaching troops. You can run back and capture this now. Yeah, this really sucks. This is very inconvenient. So, fortunately, when they moved their alchemist to the side here, they did cause themselves a little bit of a problem in terms of being able to attack us on this coming turn. So I think we just run away from this thing. Don't really think there's a lot of other plays available here. If I put the dog in the water, he's going to die. I can put him here. Yeah. Nope, still gonna die. Well, that's a shame. Not a lot to be done about it, unfortunately. Alright, so we want to threaten their trebuchet, make sure that we don't have to move into an active full health trebuchet. Okay. I think I'm going to hire myself a another Leafwing. Not totally jazzed about having left the poor battle pup out to dry there. It's definitely an error. Okay, this is a terrible move for the swordsman. I guess, like, he's a swordsman. What else was he gonna do? He doesn't have good moves because he's a swordsman. Oh, interesting. Okay, so they're going, like, really, really heavy on the extra free-flying units from out of nowhere. Sorry, what tile was that? It's this one. This is the safe tile. Alright, that thing's gonna have a hard time being in a safe place. Doing a very good job of staying out of my line of attack. Alright, yeah, we're not going to be able to kill that. And I may as well just keep harassing these guys, right? The Alchemist is in a real rough position here. Wow, I'm really surprised he's able to... Okay, yeah. Not counting close enough. So what do I want to do with you? We can just attack random spearmen over here, but I think we probably are better off moving into more aggressive positions. Trying to make sure I'm not giving the enemies real easy first attacks on us, though. Okay, what is her groove? I totally don't remember. Oh, right. Summon a unit that can immediately take a turn. Seems very powerful. I think we're going to need more swoopers. It seems like they're going to bring in a lot of flying units. And then over here, we just don't really have good plays. Like, I can advance, but not in a way that's really useful. Well, we keep moving up. This guy is not realistically a danger to us right now. I just got to make sure I don't run into his path. Probably got to keep the battle pups back a little bit. I suppose I can throw a heal on them this turn. Yeah, why not? Alright, all we have to do is keep the path clear for the queen, right? That's the thing we're doing here today. I'm not trying to destroy a particular building or anything. We just got to get the queen through. You don't have to kill everybody. Yep. I gotta improve my ability to quickly eyeball distances. I'm doing it wrong a lot. Okay, a ballista spawning all the way back there is not a real danger. Well, again, they're doing a fantastic job of always not being vulnerable to my attacks. A lot of careful fleeing going on here. So what can we, now that we have access to a barracks, what can we hire down here that would be really useful? Knights are going to be tough to use because of all the spears. We're going to be, like, extremely careful with them. So what else would we get? I guess just my own rangers, just try to outrange them. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, especially with the number of flying units they're also spawning. Well, I'm just going to charge the queen forward. I think we're just... Yeah, I'm just going to accept that we're going to... I have to accept that we're going to take some damage. There's no way to not take damage on the approach. But I'm going to try to keep a lot of our smaller damaged units safe. If we offer them a good attack, they'll take it. So we gotta try to keep attacking the queen the best thing that they can do. It doesn't really give us a lot of options for the positions of a lot of these units. Do I want to cast more than I want to hire a ranger? Because a heal over here would be useful. Do have some damaged guys. In particular, I'm just thinking it'd be really cool if this alchemist had good health. Alright, so you can safely move to here and kill this guy. So you would do 35 damage. Okay. We can just kind of get aggressive with the swooper. I think I just roll in here and attack the spearman. We're going to have to endure a shot from the archer, or we're going to have to play very, very slowly, trying to herd it into a corner. I don't think it's worth all the effort. Alright, and then with 400 gold, is there anything I actually want? Oh man, their shamans look really cool. They're mages, rather. We could get a Quagmutt on this side. They're not very good against spears, though, which is, like, the main problem. Yeah, I don't really think it would be that helpful to hire this turn. Let's just save up the 400. No, I should definitely do something with you. Alright, we'll move to there. Okay, no big surprise there. They just fixate completely on the commander. Which is actually really good for us, because they are not capable of dealing very much damage to the commander. Okay, this is maybe a little bit much with the spawning. So we have a nice easy kill over here. Do this and then just like send in any of the flyers. We do not want to get involved in combat with that alchemist. But now that we've gotten rid of their flyer in the area and their trebuchet is completely, well, basically completely destroyed, we can definitely just have our flyers get out of here. Which is exactly what we are going to have to do. There's no place I can stand where I can attack that spearman safely, so we just gotta leave. Right here is far enough south. See them come and get it. So it does suck that we took a bunch of damage, but we managed to pin the Arthur in place enough to get our hero actually in on them, so this seems like they're pretty screwed now. I'm gonna make sure that we're watching out for that alchemist over there, though. That's a shame. I was hoping to get just a little bit luckier than that. Alright, so this is really bad. We definitely want to do this with our knight. And we get a crit on it too, which is... I did not count this out, and I should have, because this could be a thing that we had prepared on purpose, right? Like, it was very obvious where he was going. So... I could turn around and attack Mercia. I wouldn't be terribly surprised if that happened. And I'd be 100% okay with it. Do we want to get ourselves in position for it? Like, I could go here and throw a heal right there. Now I'm like way too into healing. It's very efficient though. I didn't have much interest in it when I thought it was one unit getting healed for 20. You just fall back and attack. But not from a tile where I'm not vulnerable. Okay, so I'm safe to move to here. That feels alright. Okay, so now we have the money to do another good hire. I think I want that archer over another flyer? Is that right? No, it's probably not. Yeah, it's probably better to just get another Leafwing. I don't think we need another Swooper. I think a Leafwing will do it. Alright, what do you got? Okay, so that's a sacrifice to our Swooper. We're gonna get to do a very, very small amount of damage here. I do appreciate that they painted a skull on their trebuchet projectile, though. It's very stylish. Who doesn't love a good whimsical drawing of a skull? Okay, wow, jeez. Yeah, man. Awesome, I'm ready to use... I know about grooves. It's a teleportation beam that lets me bring in a friendly unit right next to me. Whoa, just like that? Just like when we saw you do it earlier? We know what it is? Well, I still have to pay for it. Oh, that's interesting. So wait, do I get a choice then? I thought it just brought in a swordsman. Like, even that is pretty good. Okay, well, hold on. One thing at a time. First of all, start by grabbing this archer. You do not ever get to attack at full health. Unacceptable. Unfortunately, we can't deal any more damage to the archer. Sorry. Okay, so I'm just gonna run forward and teleport beam. Yeah, I totally get to pick. That's, I get to pick, and this unit's gonna get a turn immediately. So, like, we could grab... Wow, I did not realize how good that was. Yeah, so could I just teleport a trebuchet in? I can, can't I? Okay, the ballistas and trebuchets have a, and rangers and knights have a cost thing applied to them. Actually, no, it's just everybody's more expensive. Everybody's doubled. Okay, that's still very powerful. So we're probably going to get a shaman, right? Well, no, there's a bunch of spears here. I don't know that I do want a shaman. Maybe what I want is... I mean, I could also just run over here and play capture. I don't have to get anything this turn, and we're not really in a lot of danger. In fact, we're in no danger. Yeah, I think I actually want to hold off. I'm going to capture... I'm going to not spend a bunch of money this turn. I'm going to put us in a position where I can hire an absurdly powerful unit. Let's see. You get a free kill. Oh, no. Definitely go get a free kill on the one that's at full health. That's a pretty cool looking attack. Because we can just have the other two of us gang up on this one. This might be close. We could get it. Ah, didn't quite. Ah well. This thing's at low enough health that it may as well be dead. Yeah, but you still have way too much rough terrain to move through. I realized after I moved that I only thought that unit's move was not going to be good enough. I hadn't actually checked. And I remembered how poorly that's gone for us in the past. Okay, so we'll shut these guys down. Yeah, Archer, Alchemist, Archer, Knight spawning directly on top of us feels a little unfair. Well, at least we've got the flyer situation under control. This is pretty tough. So I'm safe to move to here. Just barely, though. That dog's got to go to there. I kind of want to finish this guy off, but I know I don't actually need to. So I should try to put myself in a position where, like, what do I think he's going to do? Because if we think he's going to ride right in, I should basically stay about where I am, maybe move to here. If he decides to do something a little bit more timid, we might not be able to quite hit him now, but I think it's probably okay. Alright, I think we're not going to hire anything here because we want to use the teleportation beam for maximum effect. Yeah, like we're in a pretty good position over here. They do not have a lot of good ways to deal with all of our flying units. We have established air superiority. We do have a ballista. I guess that's a problem. That's fine, though. Honestly, like, I'm not that worried about losing the swoopers since we have so much air superiority. Although I guess they have more flying units at the bottom edge of the map that we're going to have to send in another wave of air units against. I think... Yeah, I think he managed to... Yeah, he stopped short of my attack. Coward! Alright, so we get rid of you. And we gotta get rid of this alchemist at some point. We gotta be careful of their swooper, who looks really neat. I definitely have a particular aesthetic that I'm into. Like, this is a problem. This alchemist is a problem. So we can safely attack the trebuchet from here. I do like to be above a mountain. I just realized that I was, like, totally not even thinking about how their crits work, because I did not remember. If we drop a trebuchet right here, it's not vulnerable to any enemy attacks right now. It would make it very hard for them to advance with their alchemists. But I might want to move forward a little bit more than that. So it is going to be safe for me to be right here. And although they can't attack us, they also can't enter our space. Like, they can't move under us either. So this is actually really... a really, really good place to be. And then, if we're not going to drop the trebuchet at maximum range from that thing, then we want to drop it as close as possible, right? Oh no, I'm 100 gold short. Well, you just drop an archer instead. Really wanted that trebuchet. But yeah, an archer right here, able to get an immediate crit on the treb, is almost as good. Only almost, though. Yeah, 100 gold short. Shoot. I didn't count. I should have counted. Well... So if I move Mercia onto the bridge here, they're going to move this guy forward to attack me. They're also going to shoot me with a ranged unit. Probably fine. But since I'm not going to get to do anything here, it would be best if I could Wargroove. I'm not going to be able to use my groove. Or rather, it's not going to be very efficient to use my groove on the bridge. I could move the dog forward to here. Have this guy fall back to here and Wargroove right there. That's not bad. Just got to stay out of range of that that ballista a little bit. This guy, yeah, this guy has an attack on us though, and I assume he kills us. Yeah, 135. Well, I can do right here instead, I guess. This is perfectly safe. There are no other injured units around, so I may as well just go ahead and go.
I'm here to help.
Maybe the right play is to run into the woods up here. The thing is, like, the idea of setting this into a position where it can kind of flank from the north and either force the archer down or get him caught is... I like that idea, but if we attempt it and stuff spawns up here, then my unit's just in a terrible position that I can't work with. So I guess we'll just get up on the mountain. We definitely don't want to ride the horse into archer crit position. This guy's gonna ride down and kill the battle pup. That sucks. Well, nothing for it. So you just need to run away, basically. You don't really have a play. It's safe for us to harass there. We don't want to move too far north. Yeah, I mean, no reason not to attack this guy, right? And I guess we just don't... Maybe we just don't do anything with her? May as well. So we are going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 gold next turn. We want to have 1,800 left. So we can afford to spend like 6. I can just hire a green guard, hire a shooter. You know what? I'm going to get a shooter. Yeah. Alright. That should leave us in pretty good shape. There's no way we lose money. They're not going to recapture any buildings or anything. Okay. We just got to keep pushing forward here. Okay, that's wrong. That's just like a bad play. Attacking the dog would have probably gotten their knight killed from behind, but I think it's better than the thing they did there. Okay, yeah, this doesn't matter at all. That's not a big deal. Unfortunately, what that does do is put us in a position where we can, we can't really attack a lot of their units safely with our flyers. There are going to be reprisals. Well, the alchemist is the only one who can get the hit, so go and get the hit. I don't think we have a lot of strategy here aside from Mercia. Run forward fast as possible. That guy is a coward, a true coward. We win this attack. I'm kind of thinking that maybe I just leave the knight back here for the purpose of keeping the enemies attacking him instead of doing other stuff, while the rest of us continue to push forward. Is that beach tile safe? It is just barely. Okay. Okay, so let's move you to here. The tile this guy's on is already safe. Certainly don't want to get engaged in combat. We don't actually have a way to move to a safe tile with these flyers. I can back up to here. This is also safe. Okay. So we're not going to be able to do any meaningful damage this turn. We may as well not take any meaningful damage. Alright, War Party continues forward. Over here, we can finally do the thing I want. We got to figure out what is the right sequence for it, though. Because we're going to take a bunch of damage from alchemists if we don't kill some. These things crit at max range, so we want to drop it 5 tiles away from an alchemist. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's perfect. Right here. Teleport beam. Trebuchet. Here.
Calling reinforcements.
That's pretty good. And then I guess all of our plays over here are just about keeping the trebuchet safe and doing as much damage to their treb as possible. Yeah, I'm just gonna let some of our flyers get killed here. Because I don't think there's any, like, our two options are let flyers get killed or let the trebuchet get killed. And the trebuchet is going to do a lot of really good damage. The flyers are less so. Okay, so this guy's dead. The trebuchet is going to shoot either our trebuchet for not that much damage or our hero for not that much damage. This guy can't quite get the attack. That's, I think, pretty powerful. That's got us in a good position. And then, yeah, I think we're done. So hopefully a lot of the enemies in the upper left area are distracted by our knight. Okay, so that's it only took one of them, huh? That's unfortunate. Okay, I think we're in pretty good shape here. We do not have air superiority in the middle anymore, which is a shame. A lot of stuff spawning behind us, including a dragon.
What?
A fellbat! Quick, Mercia! We have to get out of here as fast as possible! Okay. That's what we're doing. Yes, how to run the fellbats. What an ingenious plan. Okay, well, let me look at it. Incredibly powerful air-to-ground unit. Cannot fight back against other air units, so swoopers will kill it. Vulnerable to ballistas and mages. Not particularly vulnerable to a swooper. Okay, but, you know, they can fight it without it being able to fight back. That's pretty powerful. Alright, so you gotta get over here and push this guy out of the way so that we can do this. Critical hit when target is not adjacent to its own allied witch. Like, pretty much always, then. Alright, so how do we want to do this? Probably... These guys don't actually have attack range on the trebuchet. Probably the right play is... We have you considerably weaken the alchemist. You guys just shred the trebuchet. Pretty easily. We really don't want you to move forward. You can't quite do enough damage to get a kill there. Yeah, I guess this is fine. This flyer doesn't have a really strong play this turn. So he's going to be able to do a little bit of damage to the trebuchet. My guess is he's going to go after one of the remaining flyers. And this trebuchet is just going to, like, sort of hold the day. I could just kill him now. Yeah, okay. I was thinking about trying to take buildings, but let's just kill him now, I guess. So now we are really not taking any damage over here. We have control of this area pretty thoroughly. So I think our flyers, like... If I move this one over here, it just dies. These guys have 7 moves, so one of you is dead no matter what. I don't really have any control over which one. I'm gonna have the flyers here just kind of fall back, try to get to safe allied buildings. Repower up, and then come back in. He's going to be able to catch one of them, whichever one he wants. But doing so is going to expose him to the alchemist. Alright, and then we have 900 gold left. I kind of think I'm just going to buy a swooper. Because we do need to reestablish a little bit of air control. And as long as we can keep their flyers clear, then our flyers plus our trebuchet should be able to deal with anything that might come in here. We'll be able to recapture these buildings with the trab, like, yeah. That's pretty good. And the units that are behind us are probably not going to be able to stop Mercia from escaping. They can chase us around and do some attacking, but we'll be able to sort of sacrifice units if we absolutely have to. As long as we can hold the air. Yeah, those ballistas will probably never get to fire again. Alright, so we want to keep killing stuff with Nuru because she gets more Wargroove that way, and we do want her groove charged up again as quickly as possible. It seems extremely good.
I can't wait!
Okay, so she's ready now. We should probably just not spend any money this turn. I mean, is it helpful to me to do this? I know I just said don't spend money this turn. But just reinforce. We should probably try to recapture some stuff. I can fly to here and crit you pretty hard. I'd be sacrificing myself to do it, though. And we have a swooper on the way in. We don't need to do that. Let's see. If I attack this guy from above, I'm not vulnerable to anybody. That's just free damage. Not great damage, but it's free. Ah. Well, that's very annoying. I wish there were more sort of into the breach style movement abilities. Because the only real play here is we can just kind of burn this swooper to really, really weaken their swooper. And then we don't have to be as afraid of it anymore, and also we have our own swooper who can come in and just clean it up later. They are unlikely to be able to heal it. I guess they do have an alchemist there. Yeah, maybe I'm debating whether I actually even want to use the teleport beam or whether we want to just hire another swooper this turn. I think I kind of want to do that. We're going to need a bunch of them, and it doesn't really matter where we bring them in. So you can fall back to the cover of the alchemist. I don't really have anything that's too dangerous for us. Try to put the dogs in a position where they're ready to fight, but they're not vulnerable to any swooping. Okay, I think we're in pretty good shape here. Do I want to run forward? Probably not. If this thing wants to come forward and just attack our hero, we let it. But unfortunately, I can't really get a lot of other good attacks here. I guess we just back up. I want to roll the trebuchet forward, but I want to make sure it's not going to get harpied. I literally can't move into that position, huh? You know what? This is fine. We'll just start working on this building. Yeah. Alright, just back up. Just enough to not get hit by their flyer. Probably not a good idea to attack the building. Alright, as long as we keep Mercia moving at full speed here. I guess we had to worry about that dragon. Yeah, the bottlenecks behind us will... Ah, that's annoying. There are maybe too many units infinitely popping in from the sides. I think that is a consideration. I'm just going to hurl my swoopers directly at this one. Move this flying unit to a place where if their swooper wants to get it, he has to die. Okay. No, never mind. This we should definitely take the shot here. The trebuchet doesn't have any attack other than clear out this building, so let's just clear out this building. We have to get a slightly positive damage variance here to actually empty it. Okay, which we did. Cool. Means that we can just have you come over here and capture it, because you don't really have anything else important to do this turn. I can drop the spearman from here, and if that swooper comes down to attack me, it dies to my swooper. Here, we definitely just want to do this. Well, do I want to... I might want to have that thing attack from Nuru's current position. Maybe it's a good idea to have her move. We could summon in... Yeah, we could, like, move her to here and have her summon something in to attack the archer. What's a unit that's effective against the archer while also being cheap? A dog would not be bad. They would attack the dog with a trebuchet. And as bad as this feels, I would just let them. Again, to some degree, what we're doing here is just slowing down the enemy attack. All right, let's move our own swooper in close. I got to make sure I'm not going to get hit by that alchemist. But I definitely want to be ready to attack the dragon. Sorry, the fell bat? Something? Is the name of this, the actual name of the unit, not anywhere on the... That's weird. Maybe I even just fall back and heal? Well, I don't want to... Oh, I didn't attack the bat. I moved forward. Yeah, you know, that's probably fine. How much damage are you going to do to my trebuchet? Possibly lethal. I don't know. I'm not too stressed about it, honestly. Like, we could trade our low health guy for weakening him enough that he doesn't get to do that. Right, like I die to the archer counterattack, but this is the cost of cleaning up me getting distracted from my plan by the fact that I have too many units. Yeah, I'm fine with that. The wounded flyer can just play cleanup. I'm just going to heal, I think, because I think we're going to need to engage in some pretty harsh combat pretty soon. Alright, and then over here, we don't have any play that isn't everybody is vulnerable. Whew, about halfway there now. Yeah. There's an awful lot of dialogue that doesn't need to be here in this game. I would say that is the number one thing about the dialogue in this game, is that you could do without it. It could just not be there. It's a little inconvenient. I guess I can move here, throw a heal there. Be good for these alchemists to be at full health. I want to move to a position where I am not vulnerable to that spear. Okay. So I don't know exactly what they're going to do with their flyers, but we just have to try to make it not matter. And I am not going to hire anybody. We're going to save. Okay, so is this a straight up kill? Wow, it looks like it. Yep, looks like it sure should be. So that thing has now put itself in a position to get swooped. We have a healthy-ish alchemist nearby. An alchemist who could be returned to full health, in fact, by Mercia's Wargroove. Yep, so they no longer have the damage to get an actual kill. Okay, that didn't seem like a very good hex to me. I'm a little worried about this trebuchet. But we have some money to work with, and we have a teleport beam. So at the very least, we could just put somebody on it. How long must I pursue you, coward queen? Well, it will take longer if you keep popping dialogue boxes on the screen. So, we have only one swooper in range, and it's not lethal. Alright. Let's do this. Let's almost kill this thing. Okay, I think that was good damage variance there. 5%, not bad. So... their trebuchet didn't quite roll into attack range. But if I move over here to heal, it will get to attack. I am inclined to move it, rather than attacking the spearman. Just to let Nuru out a little bit, and to let her summon something in with the teleport beam a little bit closer. So you can't really hit anything. Like, this definitely happens, right? You swoop these dudes real good. I probably don't want to let the thing just attack again. How much damage does it do to commanders? 40%. Don't quite have range on it. I definitely want to use my Wargroove. I'm just trying to figure out what the best way to do that is. So let's send the swooper. If I send the swooper all the way in, if I move the swooper into attack range, it gets attacked. There's no two ways about that. But we have to weaken the dragon. Alright. So I want to use my Wargroove in a position where it's going to heal the Alchemist, because the Alchemist needs to kill that Harpy. The question is just like, does anything else move into position in the meantime? Or like, we should probably... I can't actually get you close enough. Never mind. I could get you to here, which would allow you to be healed. And you don't really have a play that isn't just like sacrifice yourself to deal some damage to a trebuchet. The trebuchet is not actually a danger right now, except that it could uncapture that building, which I don't care that much about. Yeah, let's do this. Move you to here, healing aura.
I'll save you all. Healing
Then
aura!
we're probably gonna post a dog at the top of the bridge. Do I want to move forward further? I probably do. The Alchemist isn't in that much danger from the dragon. Not with it being so weak. And I want to be in a position where I'm at least a threat to the other nearby flyers. But I guess we don't have to worry about these guys this turn. Yeah, you can go and just harass them. Okay, I like a lot of what has happened so far. So the things that are most effective here... A dragon would of course be good. We do have enough money to summon cavalry. You are not particularly effective against cavalry. Honestly, I like that quite a bit. So like, let's move the trebuchet. We can't move it to a position where it can get healed, but we can just back it up a step, which is perfectly safe. We'll move it to there safely, right? Yeah, I actually like that. That gets that lets us get adjacent to the road. And you can move to here, teleport beam a green guard into this
A little
space.
help here?
Okay. I feel pretty good about that. Green Guard may just die. That's entirely possible. But killing their trebuchet, I think, was probably worth it. Like, that's not the amount of gold we would usually want to pay for that thing, but like situationally, being able to do that at this moment, I think is really good. And then the dogs can't really do anything of value because every enemy is flying. But like they can run ahead, and they're just going to eat attacks. I guess that's fine. Like we've almost met Mercia up with the rest of our people. And once Mercia gets behind this line, the mission's over, right? She'll have a perfectly clear path. So, yeah, maybe just the dogs eat attacks from random flyers while keeping them in place for the alchemist to kill them one by one is fine. The dragon's dead next turn. There's no way it can escape from all of our flying units. Yeah, okay. It's a little loose, but it'll work, I think. Curious what they do with the dragon. Okay, this is not a big surprise. We knew what was going to happen when we launched the attack. Okay, yeah, that's not a big deal. And as ever, them hurling a bunch of guys at our hero makes it a lot safer for the rest of my units. So the knight killed a trebuchet and ate like a full turn worth of attacks from the enemies in the area. I think that's maybe not like an amazing deal for 1,200 gold, but I think it was worth it in this situation. Okay, yeah, this is nothing. That's annoying. Okay, you could probably not bother spawning stuff over here. Don't make me watch you spawn units that almost can't be relevant. Well, how do we want to do this? The alchemist has a real easy kill here. And then that gives Mercia room to run through. And we have to kill a lot of flying units every turn, which is annoying. Well, alright, I guess our archer should just go ahead and kill off the flyer. You go over here and recapture the building. That puts me in archer attack range, but not crit range. Gives me a little bit of extra money, and it gives them something to hyper-focus on in a way that will be detrimental to them, which I always love doing. And then I think our very damaged trebuchet just keeps shooting. I don't know that there's a lot of other play here. Alright, so we're probably hiring a swooper. Everything that's still dangerous over here is flying. Get you in there. Then it's just a matter of like, what is the way in which we kill all these flying units? Having my swooper attack their swooper doesn't actually seem all that helpful right now. I think we're better off... Ooh, that's almost certainly a kill. Okay, I think we're better off clearing the dragon with this. Like, I'm just gonna lose a bunch of air units. We're gonna kill a bunch of their units, then lose something to their swooper. Yeah. Please, please, please don't get minimum damage. Okay, awesome.
What?
Okay, we don't... This is the kind of dialogue that doesn't need to happen. Oh, I could just kill their swooper. Hold on, this is a way better thing than the thing I was going to have this alchemist do. And then we just knock out any random one of them, and all of a sudden I have control again. Mercia keeps running. We can't quite get dogs on the alchemist, which is a real shame. But we get dogs out here. They're going to have to turn around and deal with that. We have a ton of flyers still incoming. Like, we definitely need more swoops. Okay, if you do anything other than flee at full speed, you do not get to live. You don't do enough damage while attacking to really justify, anything other than flee at full speed. This might draw this flyer up, which actually I think would be a benefit to us. In attacking that instead of any relevant unit. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I think we are just about clear. So all we have to do is get Mercia to that square on the right. Yeah, this is nothing. We didn't quite kill that spearman, which is a shame. Aw. Let's see, yeah, they got a spear crit there. I was really hoping that the building was going to deal a bunch of damage to them, but spear crit's just powerful enough not to worry about it. Wow, that knight was exactly 6 squares away, I guess. Okay, so we very much have flyer control again. Let's go and knock you out. That alchemist can kill my guy here, and I do not care about that at all. So I have a kill right now. What are you doing crit damage? 15%. You know, it's not nothing. It's like we do have to deal with the knights a little bit. I'd be a little bit cautious with Mercia. They're doing a really good job of keeping me just barely at bay in a way that's very frustrating. We've been so close to cracking this all the way open for like a really long time now. Okay, definitely do that. They're going to have a hard time retaliating because of the position of the building. I'm probably just going to drop this guy. I guess I could recapture. Trying to make sure we don't let them have too many spear crits. You know what? Actually, recapture's pretty good. That'll keep them distracted. So, how do we want to deal with the knights here? Because we also have to deal with... Like, I have to make sure Mercia doesn't die, right? Mercia needs to be able to move here. I'm going to take a bunch of damage from this dude. Like, a lot of damage, actually. She doesn't really do that well attacking him. Yeah, the non-stop... Like, the huge amount of non-stop units is actually causing a real problem here. So I can move to here. Attack the spear. So the whole point of this is to set a dog adjacent to the alchemist so that the other dog gets the crit. Alright, so that means that this alchemist no longer has access to Mercia. Mercia is not attackable by the dragon here. And then the dragon's close enough to our flying units that it's not as much of a threat anymore. So this swooper's dead. We can maybe get this guy low enough that that's not true, but if I do that, I don't get to also kill the knights. This knight has to die, because he is a threat to Mercia. This one can't quite reach her. Move in here and get a little bit of free damage on him. Okay, that's not bad. So Mercia is almost free. The biggest danger is the fact that the dragon is really fast. It's definitely going to catch her. I guess the alchemist still does get to attack her, but now he's really weak. Because the dragon's going to run forward and kill the dog, and then this thing's going to get to move to there and get the attack off. Can't really do much about that, unfortunately. She's close-ish to her groove. He's going to get to attack, but he's not going to get to crit. Actually, she might be dead. She's in dire straits, for sure. We're very, very close to freeing her. So what am I buying? I'm wondering if a flying unit is the right thing to do. It's probably just a leaf wing, right? And then I'm gonna also buy a dog. I need to get fast-moving bodies out here. We don't have to actually kill everything. We just have to get Mercia through and then erect a wall behind her. A wall made up of our units. Most of the pursuers are not really a problem. The dragon is a big deal. And they have a lot of damage incoming here. Mercia will probably survive this turn, but the turn after this is going to be rough. Okay, they didn't kill the dog, which means we don't have to take the extra alchemist hit, so never mind. Yep, that's a total waste of that guy's turn, which is just great for us. Okay. Yeah, this sucks. Let's see. You get to almost kill him. So you should probably kill him, because the trebuchet can't. You get to kill, I guess the archer is the one that makes the most sense. We're very close to being safe, but we're not, I think she's gonna die. We're not gonna get it. Yeah, like, you're totally safe to move to here. Well, that's only true if you're in that position. Hold on. Let me move you around first and see how this... Okay, this helps. It's not enough. Right, if I attack you... Yeah, this is just really bad. I move Mercia to right here. We can try to positionally limit the number of things that can get to her. I'm not really sure. I think she charges 10% per turn. I think that's the way commanders do. So if she doesn't die this turn, she's probably fine. We probably win. It's just a matter of how do we not die this turn. This tile's pretty safe. Especially with the way the enemy units like totally fixate on our commander, we have to be really careful here. So we can remove this guy from the equation entirely. If I move you to here, and attack like that. Okay, so now there's only 2 units that actually can attack Mercia. This guy and this guy. I unfortunately can't do anything to prevent... I mean, we can do a little bit of damage to this one. I guess that's really the only play I have. Oh, actually, if I move the dog, that's not going to open up a path for the night. Yeah, I just have to do some damage. Okay. So he's going to get to do 40%-ish of his commander damage, which is like 16. He's going to get to do 60% of his commander damage, which is like 15, and Mercia is at 35% health. None of the other units can hit her, and on her turn, she'll almost certainly be able to heal herself for 50%. So, if everything goes the way it looks like it should go... Okay, I can't quite get close enough to Hex to reduce his damage anymore. If everything goes the way it looks like it should go, I think she's going to narrowly survive, and then heal up to an amount that makes her unstoppable. I think. Yeah, alright, all you can do is just get over here and get ready to counterattack. And like I said, if she makes it through here, we're totally great. None of this stuff behind us is going to be able to catch us. The knight can catch us, but it can't catch us this turn. Yeah, she heals up. We have teleport beam available. We're going to be able to make it as long as we don't die right this second. Yep, she's got her groove. Okay, the dragon goes for it. Please. Come on, variance. Wow, that's... Okay. Apparently, a unit at 40% does not deal 40% of its damage. That was all of its damage, right? Isn't... Yeah, it just dealt... I mean, that must have been a crit. I don't think I looked at... How do these things crit? Well, I'm not going to be able to look now. Never mind. We're going to be able to go to the Codex and look. And then we're just going to try that again tomorrow. Cancel. Codex. How do those guys crit? Harpies... Definitely... Emberwing? Yeah, Emberwing. This doesn't actually say that. Here we go. Critical hit when target is standing on a road. Man. Alright. Well, reading the Codex is vital. Now we know a lot about how that mission's going to go. It's still going to be kind of a slog to go through it, because it's just really long. That's something I'm noticing, is a lot of the missions in this game are just really long. Maybe longer than they need to be to get across the strategy that's happening in the level. Anyway, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time when we definitely totally beat that mission. I don't think that keeping Mercia off the road there wouldn't have helped, because that was the only tile she could run to that made the Harpy not able to hit her. So if she'd been off the road and the dragon had not crit her, the Harpy still would have finished the job. So we just didn't have it there, I think. So come back next time to see when we do have it, because we totally will. And we'll see you then.